Hey, can we take a minute to talk about your dreams for 2025? I want this to be the best, most aligned, abundant year for you yet, which is why I'm hosting a virtual manifestation retreat called the Manifestation Portal. This is where we're going to get super clear with our goals, set some powerful intentions, also do some healing work, like some cord cutting so we can let go of energy that isn't going to serve us in the new year, do some breath work. And then the best part is that my dear friend, who's an amazing and powerful psychic medium, Edith Vasquez, is going to be joining us to give some 2025 predictions. If this sounds like exactly what you need to kickstart the year, grab your seat today because spaces are limited. Sign up at annalilia.net under events. Can't wait to see you in the portal. Hello, beautiful soul, and welcome back to Breathe More. Before we dive into today's episode, which I want to talk about the importance of community and how we need it in everything that we do in life, I wanted us to first just check in with our breath, see how your body's doing. So just take a moment and notice, how are you breathing? Maybe if you are in the LA area, you're feeling afraid to breathe because of the quality of the air. But if you do feel safe enough to take a deep breath, I invite you to do so in this moment. So taking a deep inhale in through your nose. Let's hold it for the count of 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then exhale. Let's do another deep inhale in through your nose. And a slow, long exhale out. One more. And slow, long exhale out. Beautiful. Thank you so much for taking a moment to take a deep breath with me. I feel in moments of stress, although our body continues to breathe automatically, there are a lot of times that we're just holding our breath, further adding to the physical stress that our body is already experiencing. So that is my invitation to you to check in throughout your day and see what your breath is doing. Are you holding it? Are you breathing deeply? Are you breathing shallow? And just take some deep breaths to help to come back to this present moment and slowly, gently starting to regulate. So despite all of these fires still happening in Los Angeles, and I have to be honest with you, I've been deeply, deeply emotionally triggered by it and affected by it. If you listen to last week's episode, I know so many people who have been displaced, who have lost their homes. I have so many people who still are evacuated, and it is frightening. You know, me being here also in Idlewild, you might be hearing some background noise, which is really strong winds, which is why I wanted to hop on and record this episode before my power gets turned off for days again. That in itself has been really dysregulating. Have never experienced that, and being in a cold environment without any heat for days. No ability to take a hot shower, like hot spotting from my phone to still do my work. It's been a test for my nervous system and for my mind. So it's important to identify, how we are feeling given all of this, and to just give ourselves the space to feel whatever emotions it is that we're feeling, to feel the grief, to feel the fear, to feel the scarcity coming up, the worry, all of it. I have given myself this space and not jumping straight into work because I've needed that slower pace to just feel, to breathe, to process. So I've been using my tools. I've been doing breath work. I've been laying on my infrared mat, which I absolutely love. I have been tapping. I've been hiking. I've been reaching out to friends as well. I've been connecting with my inner child, and not necessarily to right away, get out of this emotional distress that I've been feeling, rather just to take the edge off so I can come back to a place where I feel back in my power, where I'm able to get some clarity. And this was definitely so much of what we talked about last week in last week's episode. But another beautiful thing that I've seen from this devastation of the fires is how people have come together, community, leaning on each other, people sharing their gifts, like whatever resources they have, whatever talents they have, like donating their time, creating spreadsheets, like directories of homes that are available for short-term rentals or furniture that's available or companies donating clothing. Like it's been absolutely incredible and really has warmed my heart and has reminded me of the other time that we experienced collectively a lot of fear and also devastation with the pandemic. Very different, but a lot of people lost loved ones. A lot of people died. A lot of people, were very afraid during that time of what's going to happen. Is this the end of the world? It really felt massive during that time. And so what I chose to do as a way to allow people to not feel so alone and also just to share my gifts with folks was creating community gathering. And so I mentioned as well that I'm bringing it back for the next week. So you have 3 more opportunities to breathe with me, and it's completely free. And this is a space for us to show up, hold each other, allow ourselves to feel those emotions, and hopefully feel a little bit more lighter and hopeful. One of the things that I think is the gift in all of this is that, right? Like the community, people showing up. Because for so long, and I feel like we continue outside of tragedy, like we forget how important it is to do life with others. We have this idea collectively that we should just do everything alone. I know for so long I have been hyper independent, and this has been a coping mechanism. This has been a result from my upbringing and just feeling like I couldn't count on people. Even in the moments of vulnerability when I did ask for support, I felt like I just had to figure it out. And so that has been a story that I had been telling myself forever, up until recently, where I really did everything alone. Like my business, my career, so much of just the emotions that I was processing when I was going through a difficult situation, like I felt like it was just all on me. I would do so much self healing. So, self healing through listening meditations or reading books or journaling. And it wasn't until I started to go on my own healing journey and go to gatherings and work with a therapist. And then when I started my business, I waited way too long to get help in that. But since then, for the last 5 years, I have been consistently working with coaches, being in my own masterminds, just collaborating with folks. And that has allowed me to reach my goals, to get better results, to learn from others so much quicker. And it has been so much more enjoyable than doing it alone. And so that is the reminder that I'm seeing with these tragedies, with these fires that LA is experiencing. It's like the importance of reaching out and being in community. One of the things that I have found with people who join my programs is that their community, the community that they've been a part of for so long, they feel like they don't understand them anymore. They feel like they've outgrown it. They don't feel necessarily safe sharing with them what they're going through or what they're aspiring towards. And I know very well that transition as well. When we are in our awakening, when we are in our state of empowerment, when we are in our actualization journey, like it is so easy, unfortunately, to feel that we have outgrown our inner circle. If they're not going on this journey with us, it is hard for us to continue relating or for them to relate for us. And there's a lot of tension there. And so one of my goals and what I actively do within my own business is create those safe spaces for people like you who want to heal from past traumas, who want to feel empowered and no longer feel like the victim, who wants to change the stories. And no matter what you experience growing up, for you to create your own reality. And so that's why I created the Dream Bigger Mastermind, which is that safe space for you to go on a journey of growth, of manifestation, of learning, of empowerment. When we're in a supportive group, it helps our mind start to believe something new. So a lot of times when people join my Dream Bigger Mastermind, they join because they recognize they have limiting beliefs. They have old stories that are blocking them, that's creating the self-sabotage, that's creating the procrastination. And yet they have this desire, whether it's to grow their own soulful business or advance in their career or work on a project that they've been wanting to. I have people join who have creative projects like writing a book or launching like just a passion project, basically. But the part of their brain that's telling them like, why should we? We're too old for that. It's too late. Like there's so many people already doing this. Like, are we really going to like waste our time, money, energy doing something new or going after that promotion or, whatever it may be? And if you have that desire, it means that you are ready for it and that you should go after it. Because if that wasn't even in your consciousness, then you wouldn't be listening to this episode, right? You would just be doing whatever it is that you're currently doing and being satisfied or content with that and not thinking what else is out there. So when you join a community where they encourage you, maybe they're also an example, they're ahead of you, and they have already done what you're wishing to do. That is really powerful for our mind because our mind needs evidence of what's possible and it also wants to figure out what's coming up. So when you're around people who are dreamers, who are go-getters, who are ready to create a new reality for themselves, that is exactly the environment that you need to be in to cultivate your desires, your goals, and to realize them. And so that is what the Dream Bigger Mastermind is. With that as well, it's important, as we were talking about earlier, about the regulating the nervous system. So we can think about our desires, we can write out a plan, I can help you come up with a strategy, which is another thing that I do in Mastermind. But if your nervous system is so dysregulated, if you feel actually unsafe to create change in your life, to take the next step, to be visible, to let people know of this new thing that you're doing, to maybe you're stepping into a leadership position at work or going into the C-suite, and that doesn't feel safe. Well, then you are not going to get to that next level. Like you're not going to realize that goal because your whole body, your whole essence is warning you. It's telling you danger, danger, danger. That is going to cause us harm and we should not go in that direction. So with that, we have to do some nervous system regulation. Again, I love using our breath as a tool. It's so simple yet powerful. I've been holding space for folks. This is going to be my 10th year doing this. And so I have seen in thousands of people the transformation that connecting with your breath can do. With it as well, I also introduce you and bring in other guest experts for you to learn other modalities, whether it's EMDR or tapping or any other healing modalities. So I want you to be exposed to other modalities because certain ones will resonate and also support you given whatever it is that you're currently going through. So I invite you to take a moment right now just to reflect on your current community. Who are they? How safe and supportive do you feel by them? Do you feel comfortable telling them about your goals for this year? Are they going to encourage you? Or are they going to project their own fears onto you and their scarcity? And so if you're feeling like, oh, okay, yeah. And I'm not saying to like drop them or to completely change your friend group or your inner circle, but maybe it is time to start to be around other types of people who will nurture your desires and your dreams, who will help you achieve your goals, whether it's from sharing their resources, their expertise. That's one thing that I love in my mastermind, where We have people helping each other out. We've had several HR managers that offer up their time to look at your resume if you're looking for a new job and give you feedback on that. We have other people who, collaborate with each other and put on events or teach each other what they don't know. And so that's so invaluable and really one of the unique things that makes Dream Bigger Mastermind. So if this is sounding like something you're curious to participate in, coming up on Saturday, we have the Manifestation Portal. Edith and I are hosting this, and it's a 3-hour mini manifestation virtual retreat where we're going to not just set goals, but we're going to start to do that healing work. So that nervous system regulation that we were talking about, those limiting beliefs, we're going to be doing some cord cutting. We're going to be using some magic and also just really practical tools for you to feel clear. So you can go to my website, annalilia.net, under events to sign up, or you can click on the show notes as well to save your spot. It's going to be amazing. If you can't attend live, we're also going to be sending out a replay. So make sure you attend that. It'll give you a great taste of what Dream Bigger Mastermind is like. And then if you're curious to join, I invite you to sign up for the waitlist that you can get first dibs and access to some bonuses. I have a really exciting bonus for this year that I can't wait to share. And yes, my dears, sending you so much love. Again, remember to check in with your breath. Reach out for support. You cannot do life alone. I'm here for you. Send me a DM, send me an email, whatever it is that you need. If I can't give it to you, I will reach out to my personal network and find help for you. Sending you so much love. Stay safe, and we'll be back real soon.